and I'm speaking to Alastair. How are you today?
Hi, I'm very good. I'm enjoying this fantastic venue, and it's very nice to be here.
It is. It's wonderful.
It's a wonderful venue, very well laid out. So,
What do you do?
what do I do? Well, I worked in the health service originally. I was a GP and a university researcher, and I found out that many of my patients coming in general practice were very traumatized, or they were clinically depressed or anxious or whatever. So I ran a clinic for people who had these problems, and I found that certain techniques helped them very much. And I made contact with this guy who was he was a sports psychologist. He was a coach for the Swedish Olympic sports team and for Canada too. And so he had this program, and I looked at this program and I thought maybe this will help people who have this kind of problem, because it involves a lot of forms of relaxation, breathing and so on, but also involves changing your mindset so that you see things in a more positive way. So it enables positive emotions. And the reason it works, and I found it, I've done research with Edinburgh University and with McGill University on how effective the program is. And what we seem to have found is that an Olympic athlete needs to visualize their ideal performance, okay? So if they listen to this, it gets them to visualize a situation where they need to feel more relaxed and so on. So for an Olympic athlete, that's doing a sports performance. But somebody who's depressed also needs to visualize their recovered self. Okay, so they picture what they will be like when they're recovered, and then because they're listening to this app and they're in this kind of different mental state when they're listening to it, they then go out, activate that visualization, and then people react properly to them. So it changes your behavior.
Would you say it's like meditating almost?
Almost, yeah. It's sort of meditating. It's the state of mind is almost like a mindful state. It is very similar, because you do the breathing to start with. You do deep breathing, focusing on your body, learning how stress affects you in your body, and then you nullify the effect of the stress on your body. So then you start to interact with people around you more effectively. It changes the way that your mind makes you interact with other people. Because if your body is telling you, if you're getting stress back from your body, I mean, that's where you feel stress. You feel it in your body, your heart races, your stomach feels bad. Yeah, so your body is sending messages to your brain that you're in trouble, you're in danger, so you must withdraw, you must be very careful. If you can reverse that, then your body is telling your brain, you're fine, you can interact with other people. So you start to smile at people, and they smile back. So then you're on a kind of upward spiral. So we find that people within a week are sleeping very much better when they use the app. People who have not slept for years and years, immediately they're sleeping better. And then, the evidence that we have with the research we've done with Edinburgh University and with King's College London is that it's incredibly effective for depression. Very effective, even for severe depression, but it works across a whole gamut of kind of conditions. So it's very good for severe mental health problems, but it's also extremely good for well-being and for improving anything you do. So it's very good for companies where people need to interact in a team or whatever.
How easy is it for me to get this application?
Okay. You can download the app for free. Okay, it's It's
I can just download it from the App Store.
Yeah, you can, and you get the first part of the program, and then you can either pay for the rest of the program, or else what we have is within the health service, certain people have a code, right? So we can track the progress of all the patients of that.
Very easy.
So very easy, and we do a lot of work with universities for the staff and with deaneries and stuff, as well as the health service. It's still used as frontline treatment in Edinburgh and much of Scotland for anybody who goes to see their GP or.
Very interesting, very insightful. I'm extremely impressed, and I will actually go and download this right now. I'm actually going to. Okay. I'm very impressed. Thank you so much for your time,
Very nice
and enjoy this expo.
Thank you very much. I certainly will.